Now, the first thing we have to do before we can optimize anything is we have to get all the keywords that are relevant for our product. And this is where we create a master keyword list. So if you don't know, a master keyword list is pretty much a full sheet of keywords that are relevant for our product, that our competitors are ranked high for. And we use this list to differentiate how important certain keywords are compared to other based on search volume, relevancy, this and that. So then we know exactly where we want to put these keywords into our title, into our bullet points, our backend keywords, which ones we should focus on, this and that. So first, I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna create a master keyword list. So for this masterclass, I'm actually gonna use one of our clients' products to see that if we can optimize this further, so I can see exactly where we are lacking. Maybe we didn't do the proper research or we haven't just updated recently. So I'm gonna use this as an example as to how we can create a master keyword list and how we can optimize the listing. So this isn't a bathrobe set, right? For men and women, for our client. Now, what we want to do is first, we want to identify what is our main keyword. Most people know what their main keyword is with the highest search volume. For example, for this, I know that the main keyword for this is bathrobes. Bathrobes is, well, it's pretty basic, but it's what this product is. It's bathrobes, right? But if you don't know what your main keyword is, you can go into Helium 10. So pretty much throughout this entire masterclass, we're going to use Helium 10 for the entire time. So if you don't have it, I highly, highly recommend you go get a Helium 10 package, because as an Amazon seller, you must analyze the data and see your tracking and this and that. And it's the perfect tool for SEO optimizing, as I'll show all the different features that you can use for it. So first of all, get Helium 10, and then I'll show you exactly what we can do from here. With this product, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the ASIN from here. Copy the ASIN. If you don't know what ASIN is what identifies your product. It's what the search result is. If you go up here, your ASIN will be right here. It's pretty much what identifies your product when people search for on Amazon. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that ASIN, and we're going to go into tools, and we're going to go to Helium 10 Cerebro. Cerebro is such a powerful tool that shows you all the keywords, where you're ranking for, this and that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how we can find the main keyword for this if you don't already know. Just put your ASIN in here. It'll load the data. Once the data is loaded, we're going to scroll down, and it's going to show you all the keywords we're ranked for. Now, there's a few things I just want to showcase to you that we want to stay in check or always be aware of. Now, what we like to do is we want, or ideally, a 2-to-1 ratio for organic keyword distribution to paid. So for example, here we have 1200 organic and 313 paid, which is pretty good. It's above our ratio of 2-to-1. But ideally, if you want to scale your product, so on and so forth, for example, if we want to get this to, let's say, 2000 organic rank, and we're being a little bit aggressive, we want this ideally to stay below 1000 or 800, this and that, because that's how we get the 80-20 ratio for sales, right? Like I said, 80% of sales coming from organically, 20% coming from PPC. Now, once you come down here, to find the main keyword, pretty much what you're going to do, you're going to sort by search volume from highest to lowest, and it's going to show you all the keywords. Now, some search volume keywords will be higher than the other, but we want to be super specific in what our actual product is. So I know our product is bathrobes, right? So I'm looking for the most applicable bathrobe. Like this is dry robes. Dry robe is different from our bathrobes, and this has a search volume of 20,000, but it's not super specific to our product. So this isn't our main keyword. So we can go ladies dressing gowns. You see how there's so many different ones: dressing gowns, bath towels. It's not a bath towel; it's a bathrobe, right? Bath towels will show a different product. Here, women's robes. I say women's robes is the most applicable one for our product, especially it has the highest search volume, this and that. There's men's robes, so on and so forth. But it seems like women's robes is the main keyword, so I'm gonna use this keyword to find most of our competitors. I'm gonna just go on Amazon search results. I'm gonna just search up women's robes, and it'll showcase me all of our main competitors, right? So showing us all of our main competitors. Now what we want to do is we want to extract up to 9 of our main competitors, 10 including us. So we want to extract 9. So what we want to do is we want to run Helium 10's extension tool right here. Let me just minimize myself right here, and we're gonna run X-ray Amazon product research. Now this is going to show us all the data for which competitors are making the most compared to us, because obviously we want to target the competitors that are doing really well on Amazon, right? So we're going to sort this by revenue, and it's going to show all of our competitors that are doing well on Amazon revenue wise. And what we want to do is we want to extract up to 9 of our main competitors. But first, make sure that these are our main competitors. Go one by one through their product and see exactly, are these applicable to our product? And once we do, we're just going to copy and paste. And we're going to take all these ASINs and we're going to put these also with our ASIN here. So like I said, we want to get all our main competitors. This one, have a look here. Is this applicable to us? This one is, right? So similar to our product. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy and paste all of these main competitors as much as possible, so then we have a wide variety of data that we can use. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I extracted up to 7 of our competitors. I didn't do the full 9 because I'm actually on Amazon UK and the market's much smaller. So I just wanted to get 6 to 7 of our main competitors that are doing well in revenue. But if you're on the US market, you can use up to 9, up to you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just click get keywords and it'll give you a whole search results. So I'm gonna click run a new search, as I've done this already before, and we'll let the data load. Okay, once the data is loaded, we're gonna scroll down and it's gonna give us a whole lot of keywords. So pretty much it's giving us 2,529 keywords, right? Obviously this is way too much for us to handle. We can't go manually through one by one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just set a criteria. What I like to do is for search volume, I like to do a minimum of 200 because less than 200 searches a month is very little and it's not going to result in many organic sales or visibility coming to our listing. And this is an easy way for us to differentiate and just get rid of keywords that are not needed. So I'm going to hit 200. I'm going to click apply filters. Now we have 300. See how we went from 2,500 to 365 filtered keywords. That showed how many keywords were less than 200 and just are not applicable to our products and will just make us waste time. Now we have a good data set of keywords that all our products are ranked for, our competitors are ranked for, so that we can analyze and see which ones we need to focus on. So what I like to do here is I like to sort by search volume, so that it gives us all the keywords ranked by search volume. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna export this data onto a Google Sheet. You can use an Excel file too, but I like using Google Sheet because it's more easy for me. So what we're gonna do is export data as a CSV file. And it's gonna come and it's gonna start downloading here. And we're gonna take this into a Google Sheet. Okay, so I'm at a Google Sheet now. I just opened a brand new Google Sheet. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit file, new, sorry, not file, we're gonna hit import. Once you hit import, it's gonna give you all these options. We're gonna click upload. This is we're gonna drag that CSV file. So if you go up here, it should be right here. It'll be the first one downloaded. We're just gonna drag and drop it here and it'll start loading the data and it's gonna just load here. So we're gonna click import data. Once it's imported, boom. Now we have a lot of data here and I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna filterize this because this is a lot to handle right now. And I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. Okay, this looks very confusing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this data. So what we only wanna keep is we wanna keep the keyword phrase, the search volume, and all of our ASINs here. So the ASINs will all be at the end here. We wanna keep all this. Besides that, we wanna delete all this stuff. So I'm gonna just go here, I'm gonna click here. We're gonna click delete columns. We're gonna keep the search volume right over here. Search volume trend, we don't need this. Oops. We're gonna just do it here. We're gonna, no. There you go. We're gonna go all the way down here till we go to our first ASIN right there. So we're gonna come here. I'm gonna just delete all this, delete columns. Now this is much easier. So now we just have the keywords itself. We have the search volume for these keywords, and we have all the ASINs that we got the data from pretty much. Okay, now what we want to do is we actually want to add one new column in here. And this column is known as the relevancy column. So what I'm going to do is here, we're going to hit insert one column to the right, and it's going to create a whole new column. And I'm going to label this as, relevancy. Now, what is this? So the relevancy pretty much means it's going to show us exactly how relevant each of these keywords is based on a criteria that I give them. So I'm going to give it a criteria saying exactly, give me all the keywords, give me the rank for all the keywords within the top 30. So if our competitor is ranked in the top 30, I want us to show it. So the higher the rank, it'll show that we have 5-6 competitors ranked in the top 30 for this keyword. Now, what does that mean? That means this keyword is highly relevant to our product itself because our competitors are ranked high for it. And if our competitors can rank so high for it, we should be able to too, right? So this is going to be able to help us differentiate exactly what we should put in our title, bullet points, how important certain keywords are, so on and so forth. So what I'm gonna do is here, I'm gonna give this a criteria. So what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna go here, equals count if. So this is the criteria I'm gonna give it. And what I'm gonna do is, we're just gonna copy all of these separate keyword tabs here. So it goes up to all the ASINs. We're gonna hit comma, and then we're gonna give it a criteria. So what you wanna do is, we're gonna put phrase, we're gonna put bigger than 30. Now, why am I doing 30? Ideally, on Amazon US, most sales happen for the top 30 search results for a keyword, right? Like I said, people don't go on the second, third page for keywords or looking for products. So ideally, we want to look for keywords that our competitors are ranked in the top 30 for, because then we want to achieve the same rank and we know that we can do it too. So this is the criteria we want to give it. We're going to put the comma again. We're going to close the bracket and we're going to hit enter. Boom. Now it's going to give us all of this. It's going to give us autofill. We want to do this because it's much easier. Now, boom. Now it has given us all of the ranks for this. And I'm going to show you exactly what this means. So to make this easier, I'm going to just color code all the phrases here so that we don't have to worry about, it just makes it easier for me to see it. Now, exactly what does this mean? So on the relevancy tab, what we're going to do is we're going to sort by highest to lowest. Oops, not that way, the other way. Now what is this showing to me? So this keyword bathrobes woman has a relevancy of 6. What does this mean? That means at least 6 of our competitors are ranked in the top 30 for this keyword, right? See example, this competitor is ranked 17, 1, 29, 18, 6, 17. Only one competitor is not ranked at all. They're not indexed for it. So they don't have it on their listing. But 6 have this. So this showcases to us, this is a really important keyword for our listing. So if we keep going down, 6, 5, 5, that means five products are ranked in the top 30 for dressing gown. And so on and so forth, all the way down to the bottom. It's going to show all of this. Now what we want to do is we want to filter all this out so we know exactly which keywords are the most important and which ones are not. So what I like to do is I like to give each separate relevancy number their own color, right? So for example, for all the 6s, these are the most important ones. I want to just go here, we're going to highlight, and we're going to give this its own color. We'll give it like a light blue or aqua. For the 5s, same thing. We're going to go all the way down to where 5 ends over here and give it its own color. We'll give it like, oh no, that was too dark. We'll give it like orange. Right? Same thing, all the way down here. So I'm going to do this for every different color set right now. Okay, so now I give each different relevancy their own color at the bottom down here. Now what we can do is we can see exactly which keywords are the most important and which ones we should focus on. So from here, I like to do just go from the search volume from highest to lowest. And it'll show lots of keywords, right, with high search volume. But see how these are not relevant at all. Slippers for women. 0 of our competitors are ranked in top 34, so we don't even want to focus on this. Well, have a look here. Dressing gowns for women's UK. This has a search volume of over 20,000, and we have 5 competitors ranked really high for this, right? So that's very, very interesting. While it's not directly linked to our product of a bathrobe, it's very similar to what our product is, and our competitors are ranked high for it. So for this example, I want to highlight this or make this really important. Like, this is a keyword we can add into our title, into our bullet points, so on and so forth. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like we have this keyword in our title anywhere right now. If I actually go here and I actually go to my product, here, it's our product, right? And if I hit Command F and then I put this keyword, you see how this keyword is nowhere on our listing. So we are actually missing out on a whole lot of sales or search volume by not including this, because our competitors are ranked really high for this and it has such a high search volume. So this one I want to highlight really well. So we can go on and so forth here too. Also, dressing gown. We have a search volume of 16,000, a relevancy of 5. And, we can include this too in our listing. We're just missing out on sales all over the place. So we want to first sort by search volume and see exactly one by one, manually go through how relevant are these keywords. Women's nightwear. Is it relevant? It's not exactly a bathrobe, not really, and no one's ranked for it, right? So we want to go through this and see exactly which ones are more important. Ladies dressing gown could be important. 7,000 search volume. 3 competitors are ranked in it for it. Women's robes, women's dressing gowns. So we want to just highlight all of this. For example, this one, we have 4 competitors ranked high for it. Highlight this one. Women's robes, highlight this one, bold it. Ladies dressing gowns, 3 competitors are ranked for it. We can look at that too. And we're going to go through all of our keywords for this exact reason. Now, once we look at the keywords that have the highest search volume and we look at which ones are applicable, then we go back into the relevancy tab and we're going to sort by highest to lowest. And let's see exactly which ones we're going to focus on. You see how the keywords that I bolded from the search volume are really high already here. Like, these are the ones I bolded. So these ones, actually, what we can do is we can use this all over our listing. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that right now. So exactly what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these keywords that are most important for us. I'm going to just copy and paste them. And I'm going to go to a brand new Google Doc that I just created right now. And I'm going to type in most important keywords. Most important keywords. Right? And I'm going to just hit paste. Right? Now we have these keywords that I know are the most important. What does this mean? I want this as exact match in our title, in our bullet points, A plus content, so on and so forth. And we can even run PPC campaigns for this. Now, what we also want to do is, let's go back into here. Since we know those are the most important, we also want to get up to 50 to 60 keywords that we can put into our backend, alt text, so on and so forth. So these are the ones that are most relevant. And while some have small search volume, 300, 200, these all add up if we start ranking for it. So what I ideally like to do is copy and paste up to the top 50 or 60. We'll do 60. Go up to 60, copy and paste. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this to here and we're gonna just put in keywords. And it's gonna copy and paste all of our keywords down here. Now, once we're here, we want to manually go through each one and see if they're applicable to our product. So we know bathrobe, our product's a bathrobe for women and men. It's a unisex bathrobe, right? This is a bathrobe for men and women. So let's go manually through and we'll see exactly all of the keywords and see if all these are applicable. And most of these look like they're pretty applicable to our listing. Fleece robes for women, women's dressing robes, this and that. So we're going to manually go through each of these. The ones that are not applicable, we want to get rid of because obviously we don't want to rank for it. And also, we do not want any competitor brand names or spelling errors because there's no point in that. It makes our listing messy and it can hurt our listing with competitors. They can report us. Okay, now that we have most of our important keywords that we got from our master keyword list, now it's time for us to implement this into our title, A plus content, description, bullet points, so on and so forth. So I'm going to go one by one how we're supposed to do this.